When I first got elected, one of the very first things that we had to do was, by Paul J. Rogers, put the blinking lights for the kids to cross the street. And at that time, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing because people park down the street. They don't come to the crosswalk and park at a signal light. And that was the very first thing I got. I had Armour come out there. And I'm not that much of an out-of-the-box thinker, but you guys with the brains, you are. And he came up with what we have, the safe zone at Paul J. Rogers, which, as a matter of fact, led the way from everybody else trying to get a safe route to zone at their schools. So, you know, we initiated the process. We had follow-through, completion. And to this day, people use the crosswalk, but people don't use that crosswalk. So it was kind of a waste of money, but we got what we needed, which was a safe route to school. So I want to thank Armour. And that's because you hear what the people say, which leads to the second thing. We had our grand opening for the senior housing this weekend. Magnificent building. And although everything that we do has to have support of this full council, that was something that I take a personal satisfaction for, because my mom lived there, and when it got torn down, it wasn't going to be built there. That became my personal issue, to never give up to getting it where it's at. And you know, there's a lot of people that you have to thank to help support that happening when it happened, but it's there, and it's proof that if you don't give up for the right thing, it'll happen. Which brings me to the HCP. For the longest time, the West End was a pipe dream. It wasn't going anywhere, and the HCP wasn't going anywhere until Mark Tomich came on board. So, and I want to thank you, Mark, because, I mean, you pushed a lot of things through. You and I took some trips out to Palm Springs, and we got Congressman Miller involved. We started hitting heavy to get this thing done. And so with that, I'd like to ask Mark if he could give an update on where we are with the HCP, and then I'd like to ask Art after that to come up and let him know what positive effects that's going to have in the very near future. And I'll accept that as my birthday present. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Member. Unfortunately, we're not going to make your February birthday for actual adoption. But the good news is that just a week ago, Fish and Wildlife transmitted the completed document, at least from their perspective, including the environmental documentation, to the Western Regional Office in Sacramento. They have up to 60 days to review it. I'm still hoping for end of March, but we'll see. But we're very pleased. This flight was listed, as you know, in 1993, so it's taken until now to finally get this on the road and into their system. They don't consider it really into their process until they release it from our local office in Palm Springs. So we'll dog that, monitor that, and we appreciate you getting all the support through Palm Springs, going to the Palm Springs office with us, and getting Congressman involved, because I think that was a real help. And with that, we're also working on, and Art can talk more about this, but concurrently with the specific plan for the Hub City Center, and the specific plan, where it's kind of a delicate balancing act to make sure the specific plan reflects the HCP, and the HCP is consistent with the specific plan. We think we have them in sync. There's the EIR for the specific plan should be ready for our review, staff review next week. And we're tying down details of the specific plan regulations and exhibits now. I've been on the phone quite a bit this morning. And so we expect within probably 2 months to have that before you. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Colton is on the move. Colton is really going forward. You might have read in our first quarter report, sales tax was up 15% year on year for 2013. We found out today Colton is up 29% year on year. We are on the move, growing. With the HCP and the West Valley specific plan coming to a closure soon, hopefully, we are posturing a lot of development in the West Valley area from businesses that will feed off the regional medical center, the support of medical offices, even an educational campus that we're planning in the area. The property owners are so willing to participate and help us in our vision in the area. And not only that area, throughout all of Colton. I can't mention a block that we don't have activity on. Downtown is moving. Downtown is just, you're going to see some great things happen in the downtown area. The Mount Vernon corridor, we've got so much interest in the Mount Vernon corridor as well. Cooley Ranch area. Some of the vacancies you see today won't be there next year. There's so much that the property owners, the real estate brokerage community is working with Colton. We are going to be the envy of the Inland Empire. We really are. That's what all the planning, the vision of mayor and strong council, and we're being watched, and I'm glad we are, because let them come here, watch us grow and prosper. Thank you.
Thank you, Art. And with that, too, I don't want to forget to mention Councilmember Bennett. She was here at the beginning when the fly was listed, and she never gave up the fight. So I want to thank her, too, for being here. And,